Conor McGregor, broke to billionaire, UFC to boxing, whiskey business to a clothing line. The man has truly done it all. Arguably the greatest UFC fighter of all time. But before the catchy phrases and shiny bespoke suits, the UFC star had an all but glamorous past. As a young boy, McGregor had dreams of playing soccer. When Conor was 15, his prospects as a soccer star took a wrong turn when his family moved from Crumlin to settle in Lucan. The move was sudden and brutal for young Conor, taken away from his lifelong friends and dumped in a new neighborhood filled with kids he didn't know, many of whom bullied him. Because of the bullying, he suffered at the hands of the local boys in this area. Conor began to isolate himself and slowly lost his passion for a lot of things, including soccer. No longer interested in pursuing soccer, Conor found a new love in kickboxing, so he decided to enroll in boxing and kickboxing classes. There he discovered jiu-jitsu, and he's never looked back. From a very early age, McGregor had zero interest in furthering his education. By his own admission, all he wanted to do was train all day, but his parents wouldn't have it. And Irish culture dictates, if you are not interested in school, you learn a trade and begin your working life. And that's exactly what McGregor did. He took up a job his mother found for him as a plumber's apprentice. The job offered a decent living wage, but McGregor hated it from the beginning. According to him, he took one look at the people he worked with, saw the effects of years of manual labor on their body, and decided he wanted more than a lifetime working as a plumber. So he made a decision. He was going to quit plumbing and focus on training full-time. After quitting his job, much to his parents' dismay, he started picking up welfare checks and dedicated his life to honing his craft. His chance finally came in 2008 when, at the age of 19, he made his fighting debut, and he took it in his stride, winning his first 2 matches in quick succession. Over the next 5 years, he fought a total of 14 MMA matches, winning 12 of them, and cementing his place as a top local fighter in his home country, Ireland. But money was still tight without a day job, and McGregor still had to rely on government welfare money. This persisted until 2013 when he finally landed a contract with UFC, the organization that offers the highest level of competition for mixed martial arts fighters. He made his entry into the UFC world with a convincing 67-second victory over opponent Marcus Bramage, earning himself an extra $60,000 for the knockout of the night bonus, along with his $16,000 paycheck for winning the fight. It was more money in a minute than he had earned in his life, and the first step in his rise to the top. 18 months later, he appeared on pay-per-view and pulled in $180,000 as he quickly finished Dustin Poirier in their first bout, but that quickly looked like pocket change after he started headlining shows and winning belts. In 2015, Conor McGregor made $600,000 after knocking out the reigning UFC featherweight champion, Jose Aldo. That was just the start. His earnings soon skyrocketed as Notorious continued to build his image through regular mentions on news channels. The first UFC fighter to be paid million-dollar paychecks for events. McGregor's salary jumped to nearly $3 million per fight beginning in 2016. He earned a combined sum of $18 million for 6 UFC fights against Eddie Alvarez, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Donald Cerrone, Dustin Poirier, and twice against Nate Diaz. McGregor had his sights set on the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, who topped the 2017 richest athletes list and even told the football superstar he'd catch him soon. But to do that, he needed to step outside the cage to really maximize his earning potential. And that's exactly what he did in 2017 when he fought boxer Floyd Mayweather. While the reported amount was pre-tax, it's still 5 times bigger than the Irishman's previous highest paycheck. The Irishman did not stop there, so he turned his sights away from the sports and focused on the business side. He teamed up with luxury fashion designer David August Heil to create his clothing line. The August McGregor line has everything from underwear to formal suits. During the 2017 post-fight scene of the money fight, Conor McGregor announced he was launching his whiskey brand. A year later, he launched the brand with the name Proper No. 12. It generated $1 billion in revenue just in the first year of its sales. By 2020, Proper No. 12 had become the 4th most popular Irish whiskey brand globally in terms of sales. In April 2021, Proximo Spirits acquired the whiskey brand in a $600 million deal. Although it's not entirely clear how much Conor McGregor earned from the deal, the company's sale and other business ventures put his net worth somewhere ridiculously close to $1 billion. Not bad for a former plumber. So there you have it, the rags to rich story of one of the greatest athletes on the planet.